Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, September the 6th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So, what is a general energy card of the year? Well, it's the storm. And what does the storm talk to us about? Well, there's many kind of levels of the storm. The storm is something much bigger than what you are. It's much bigger than what you can imagine. You know how it affects others, how it affects yourself. This is about change and transformation and upheaval and lots of things that you have no control over. So what do you do in a storm? Well, you hunker down, you go inside, you find safety, you find shelter, you find friends and family that you wish to be with if you are lucky enough to do that, or you find a place within yourself that can feel like it can be safe to itself and with itself. But it's about waiting out the storm. It's about facing something bigger than what you are or what you can understand and allowing the storm to sweep through because the storm re energizes the land, even though it might um, hurt things and break things up. Oftentimes, that's what is called for. That's what's happening. That's what is called for. So the storm is changing things and moving things and possibly being very destructive. At the same time, it brings clean air, it sweeps things away, it changes the focus of your life. It changes the sense of your fear of what's important to you. It makes you look at yourself in a different way and think about what are the deepest things that might worry you in your life and what can you really when you can't do something about something, what do you do? Do you worry or do you find a place to just relax and wait it out and listen to your deepest intuitions and listen to your greatest fears and go, yes, blessed be, and thank them because the storm can help you to clear them out if you look at them deeply and honor that most of the time those fears are not things that need to be the things that guide your life, but they're often unconscious fears that are guiding your life. So you got to look at in the storm what can be cleared away from yourself. What the storm can take away from you by offering it up and showing it to you in a deep way as something that affects you and something that you might fear on a deep level and can look at and do some healing work around. So, what is your challenge? This is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is normally a card of great peace, great connection, great cleansing, the power of water to cleanse, the power of water uh, to be able to hear one's intuition, the energies that move between peoples, is fluid in the Eight of Cups. So this is about, having people around you that are easy to be with, easy to play with, easy to listen to, easy to heal with. And maybe this is about creating, some kind of foundation or some kind of work or some kind of group often. So what's your challenge? Well, I think your challenge in during the storms is to possibly trust the people around you, possibly trust that you can be at peace with all the things that are happening, possibly trust that you can hear your own deepest pains, but also your own deepest intuitions about what you need to do next and what is this really talking to you about. So, the challenge for you might be to remain at peace and remain comfortable with the things that you have created, the energies that you have created with other people, or even the sense of what you have done in your own healing work. Maybe there's a doubt even that you have done enough healing work to be able to go through what is being shown to you in a healing and peaceful way. So, all those kind of questions might be there for you. So, what is the action that you can take? Well, it's the whale. And the whale has a number of energies that I think could apply. It'll be different for different people. If this reading speaks to 2 million people across the world who possibly could have this date as your birth date, there might be that many people who. So this has to be kind of a wide reading. So the whale talks about diving deep into one's soul, because deep into one's soul is where our most traumatic experiences occur, and the only way to find them is to take a deep breath and go down into them and bring them up to the surface so that they can be seen and healed. The whale is also about the record keepers. So there's the sense of akashic records about you and all in your many lifetimes, and doing all the different healing work and all the different practices that you've done, and that there's a depth of connection to your past that this time this storm is talking to you about. So this has something to do with your ancestors, or something to do with your own personal history, or sometimes something to do with the history of humanity. It could be that widespread that this could be a time of great understanding and great learning about how to facilitate change, how to open to one's intuition, how to deal with one's old traumas, that are, whether they're yours or whether they're your culture's or your family's or the world's traumas, and how to bring them to light, how to bring them up to the star. Look at the star above the whale here. I think the whale, and the record keeper says, this is a time that you can really trust that you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. And if you can continue to work toward keeping your peace, keeping your relationship smooth, keeping your healing going, trusting that you're worthy enough to be healed, trusting that you're keen enough to know what to do, trusting that you're intuitive enough to where to flow to. But if you quiet yourself down, and if you, take on the whale's understanding and dive deep into the water, if you were a snorkeler and you dove deep into the water, you would be in such peace generally. You would see this beautiful world swimming by you in this amazing plethora of color and form and shape and movement. And there's a deep relaxation and a deep meditation that can come through that great peace that can be afforded to you. So this is a time of remembering again how deep your waters are, how deep your ocean is. It's not a shallow pool for you. It's not just something you can only sit in and have, sweep at your base. This is about diving deep and understanding your fears on the deepest of levels. Your fear of the storm is very strong this year. Your fear of what to do in the storm, how to keep your peace in the storm, how to connect with others during the storm, how to trust that something bigger and better is happening, even though it looks painful and harmful, how to trust that the waters will continue to flow and heal all these new wounds that seem like they're opening up for yourself or the world. So how to go about uh, diving deep into your own and the world's soul pain, your own soul pain and the world's soul pain. And so, what is the outcome card? Well, the outcome card is this beautiful soul card by Deborah Koff Chapin, has no words, intuition only. So, I think this is, you know, beautiful world in the center of a five-pointed star, and the five-pointed stars are all about trust that we're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Five people together is a magnification of the powers inherent, much more beyond one person can do. The world at the center is a great visionary concept of what these five people are looking toward healing, looking toward reminding us. Maybe you're the reminder for the rest of us. Maybe that is your job and that is your function, that we can be at peace, that we can feel connected, that we have a mission, that we can trust ourselves to move forward into our mission, and that we can accomplish great things if we join together with others to manifest the greatest potential that we have and to manifest the greatest healing work that we can do. So, this is a very powerful year. May it be. A beautiful, glowing year. May the storms, when they pass, may you find peace during the storms, and may you go deeply to heal old wounds during the storms. And when the storms pass, may you luxuriate in the bright, clean air and the refreshed energies of what has gone and been taken away. And may you deal equally peaceful with what is wrought after the storm goes by, because there will be things that need to be healed and things that need to be salvaged and things that need to be let go of, and therein is the beauty and scaredness of the storm that comes from a storm. So blessed be to you, Ahomata.